My name is Christine. I am a Filipino woman who has lived in Alberta, Canada for over 20 years. 20 years may sound ordinary to some people, but for immigrants like me, it is a lifetime carved out of sacrifice. I arrived in Canada with a single suitcase, a borrowed winter coat, and a heart full of hope. I did not know anyone. I did not understand the accent. I did not understand the cold. The cold was not just outside. It was loneliness. It was silence. It was being invisible. I worked jobs that bent my back and hardened my hands, cleaning offices at night, standing on factory floors for long shifts, smiling through customers who treated me like I didn't belong. There was racism too, not the kind that shouts, but the kind that whispers, the kind that makes you doubt yourself, the kind that cuts slowly. But through all of that, one thing never left me: home. No matter how long I stayed in Canada, the Philippines lived inside me. My village was in my blood. My people were in my soul. Every year, no excuses, I went home, sometimes for weeks, sometimes for months. I greeted elders with respect, hugged my siblings tightly, laughed loudly with cousins, ate food that carried memories in every bite, food with no English name, food that tasted like childhood. Living abroad can give you money, but home gives you identity. I married my husband with love and hope. He was kind, patient, a man who believed in building a life together step by step. When God blessed us with our first daughter early in our marriage, I believed our family would grow easily from there. I imagined a noisy house. I imagined siblings fighting over toys. I imagined birthdays crowded with laughter. I imagined wrong. After my first daughter, I tried to conceive again. 1 year passed, 2 years passed, 5 years passed, 10 years passed. 10 years. 10 years of hope every month. 10 years of pregnancy tests. 10 years of watching my period arrive like a cruel reminder. 10 years of smiling in public and breaking down in private. I cried in bathrooms. I cried in the shower so no one would hear. I cried quietly at night while my husband slept. Doctors gave us no clear answers. Sometimes they said, everything looks fine. Sometimes they said, let's run more tests. Sometimes they said nothing at all. The silence was worse than bad news. I watched younger women have second and third children. I attended baby showers with gifts and forced smiles. I held newborns while my arms felt empty. I was happy for them. But happiness and pain can live in the same heart. My husband and I did not give up. We went from one fertility clinic to another across Canada. Different specialists, different opinions, different bills. One night, we sat at our dining table. No food, no television, just honesty. We talked about adoption. We talked about surrogacy. Finally, we talked about IVF. IVF is not a small decision. It tests your faith. It tests your marriage. It tests your finances. When we saw the cost in Canada, our hearts sank. With rent, taxes, insurance, and everyday living expenses, it felt impossible. So we thought deeply, and we made a difficult choice. We decided to travel to the Philippines to try IVF there. It was not easy. It meant leaving our daughter temporarily. It meant uncertainty, but it was our best chance. When we arrived, I felt torn between hope and fear. Then God answered our prayers. The IVF worked. Not only did it work, I became pregnant with twins. When the doctor told me, my body shook. I covered my mouth as tears fell uncontrollably. 10 years of waiting collapsed into one moment. twins. Double blessing, double joy. I knelt down, I cried, I laughed, I thanked God until my voice broke. Our families celebrated. My phone rang nonstop. After years of silent pain, joy finally arrived. I thought the hardest part was over. I was wrong. Two weeks before we were scheduled to return to Canada, my elder brother came to see me. He was someone I respected deeply. We grew up together. I had helped him financially before. I trusted him. He sat across from me quietly. Then he asked. He wanted me to help his daughter, my niece, come to Canada for her education. He said her future would be better. He said opportunities were limited back home. He said, "You are the only one who can help her." I froze. I was heavily pregnant with twins. My body was exhausted. Carrying twins was not easy. Some days I could barely stand. When I told my husband, he refused immediately. "Chris," he said gently, "this is too much. Pregnancy, responsibility, immigration, it's too risky." But blood spoke louder. He was my brother. I thought about family pressure. I thought about what people would say if I refused. I thought about my own daughter. After many conversations, some calm, some emotional, my husband finally agreed. We began the process. Paperwork, fees, sponsorship documents. We became legally responsible for my niece, her education, her housing, her welfare. After months of stress, she arrived in Canada. I welcomed her like my own child. By then, my pregnancy was advanced. My feet were swollen. My back ached constantly. Breathing felt heavy. At first, she was polite. She smiled. She helped a little. I enrolled her in a private school, expensive but safe and reputable. I paid for everything: tuition, books, clothes, transportation. I told her to focus on her studies. But slowly, things changed. She started coming home late. She spoke rudely. She rolled her eyes. Respect disappeared. When I corrected her, she hissed. When I advised her, she ignored me. I told myself it was culture shock, teenage behavior, pregnancy hormones. I endured. Until one day, I called my brother. I explained calmly. Instead of understanding, he exploded. "My daughter is not your slave," he shouted. "She should not be living in your house." That word hit me like a slap. Slave? After everything I had done. What I didn't know was that they were already planning something far worse. One morning, the police knocked on my door. Before I could understand what was happening, I was handcuffed, pregnant, with twins, at a police station. They accused me of modern slavery. My own blood had betrayed me. I sat there shaking, thinking my life was over. If not for God and a competent lawyer, everything I built over 20 years would have been destroyed. The investigation revealed the truth. My niece admitted she was not forced. She chose to leave, believing the system would favor her and help her father migrate later. I cut off all support. Then the apologies started. She wanted to come back. I said no, not out of hatred, but for self-protection. People ask me if I was cruel. I tell them this: family is not blood alone. Family is loyalty. Family is truth. Sometimes the people closest to you hurt you the most. Forgive if you want, but protect yourself. That is wisdom.